The purpose of this task is to measure a participant's physical capability to perform repeated carries. Carrying objects is a common military task, as equipment and supplies need to be moved from one location to another. This common military task is related to both a stretcher carry and a picket and wire carry. The intermittent loaded shuttle protocol is the only task where you may evaluate more than one member at a time. You may evaluate up to 3 participants simultaneously. To begin, the participant must stand in an upright position behind the start line. The participant will remain in this position until the force evaluator gives the go command. You will count aloud 3, 2, 1, go, and start the clock on the go command. The participant then safely picks up the sandbag, carries it to the opposite end of the 20-meter course, travels around the pylon, and returns back to the start line. The participant must walk when they are carrying the sandbag. Walking is identified as having one foot in contact with the floor at all times. After the loaded carry, the participant must place at least 1 foot on or over the start line before dropping the sandbag behind the start line outside of the 20-meter zone. Once the participant has dropped the sandbag past the start line, they must perform an unloaded trip to the opposite end of the 20-meter course, travel around the pylon, and return back to the start line. The member may choose to run during the unloaded carry. The participant alternates loaded and unloaded shuttles for a total of 5 sets, with each set being the combination of 1 loaded shuttle and 1 unloaded shuttle. This covers a total distance of 400 meters. You will call out the participant's current set. The participant is permitted to set the sandbag down at any point to rest. However, timing of the evaluation will not be stopped. After the participant touches or crosses the line for the last time, the force evaluator will stop the clock and record the CAF member's time to completion to the nearest tenth of a second. The pass criteria is 5 minutes and 21 seconds or less. Upon completion of the task, the member will receive a mandatory rest period of 5 minutes, but no more than 8 minutes. During the loaded shuttle, the participant must use one of the following carrying techniques to carry the sandbag: suitcase carry, shoulder carry, or cradle carry. Any other methods are deemed unsafe and are therefore not permitted. The participant must adhere to the following guidelines. During the loaded carry, the member must walk. If any participant runs during a loaded shuttle, you will call out "stop" to the participant. The participant must stop moving forward completely before you can permit the participant to continue. Timing of the evaluation will not be stopped. The participant must travel around the pylon at the 20-meter mark. If the participant does not travel around the pylon, you will instruct them to return to the 20-meter mark and travel around the pylon. Timing of the evaluation will not be stopped. If the participant knocks over or moves the pylon at the 20-meter mark, then you will direct the participant to fix the pylon. The participant must return the pylon and fix it before they may continue the task. Timing of the evaluation will not be stopped. The participant must place at least 1 foot on or over the start line before dropping the sandbag behind the start line outside of the 20-meter zone. If the participant does not place at least 1 foot on or over the start line, then you must direct the participant to immediately return to touch or cross the start line before continuing. The sandbag must be placed outside the 20-meter zone. If the participant drops the sandbag inside the 20-meter zone, you must direct the participant to immediately pick up the sandbag and drop it behind the start line outside of the 20-meter zone. Additionally, unless it becomes a safety hazard, you must not reposition the sandbag to move it closer to the start line. The participant must pick up the sandbag from wherever they dropped it behind the start line. The participant must not throw the sandbag behind the start line. If a participant throws the sandbag, you will call out "Do not throw the sandbag" to the participant. The participant must pick up the sandbag to standing and set it down behind the start line before they may continue. Timing of the evaluation will not be stopped. In the event that a participant does not meet the intermittent loaded shuttle minimum physical fitness standard, the following steps are to be taken. The member must reattempt the force evaluation after proper supplementary physical training program according to the directive DAOD 5023-2 They will not be permitted a second attempt. Force evaluators must encourage participants who did not meet the intermittent loaded shuttle minimum physical fitness standard to complete the entire evaluation. If the participant is unsuccessful, the force evaluator must ensure that the appropriate supplementary physical training program documentation, including D&D 279, are completed during the debrief at the end of the force evaluation.